Rocky Path will be the last of them to go into the gates.
Riders, I'll be waiting on the attendant.
Just about ready. Glorious conditions. Red light flashing. They're racing. Specialism began quite well, but Mia Dolce will lead the fave quite comfortably. Proceeds of Crime drops straight to the back end of the field through the first 200, where Mia Dolce is going to lead and lead comfortably from Specialism. Going up there wider out next of all. On the inside is Pambella, Fan Dazzle, and also there wider out Kendall's Impact. A length and a half away is Angel's Whisper, who'd parked over on the outside from Rocky Path. Further back, second from last, is Maisie McGrew, and now tacking onto the back end of the field is Proceeds of Crime at the 650. Over on the inside, Mia Dolce. She's going along quite well in front. Mia Dolce, well controlled by Kirby the Speed. 3/4, now a half a length on Specialism. A length and a half away on the inside to Pambella. Fan Dazzle fourth. Kendall's Impact feeling the pinch. Around it now 4 and 5 deep. Angel's Whisper. Rocky Path headed the remainder. The two fancies together, but now Mia Dolce opens up. Mia Dolce, and now Kirby goes for home. Put 2 lengths on Specialism, who's got work to do. Mia Dolce with 150 left to go is clear of Specialism, who's not going to get to her, I fancy. Mia Dolce in front, Specialism diving, but Mia Dolce scrambled in. Mia Dolce, beautiful ride by Kirby in front to beat Specialism. They gap the others, Rocky Path, or there as well as Fan Dazzle. From on the rails behind those, Pambella. A gap in the field to Proceeds of Crime, and then Kendall's Impact, Angel Whisper, and last home is Maisie McGrew. Mia Dolce has got one back on Specialism. Their 5th head-to-head encounter, and Brodie Kirby there, he rated that filly beautifully in front. It was a sweet ride. Mia Dolce makes it 3 wins from 3 appearances since going to trainer George Davies, and she beats the higher rated Specialism. They were 1-2 on the corner, gap the others. Bob of the Head's third, might just be Fan Dazzle and knows Rocky Path. 519 are the numbers. 519, 7 has run 4th in a time of 1:12.19. A short neck 3 1/4 are the margins. But that was a delightful ride by Brodie Kirby on this patronised filly out of Mia China Doll for G. Gianchosi and Jace Buckley. And George Davies, well, he really has found a bit with this filly. She's had about 10 or 11 runs this preparation as a 2-year-old, and she's gone from strength to strength at the back end. 34.30 is the closing sectional. She gapped Specialism at the top of the straight, and then the grey had to knuckle down and try and peg back that margin on Mia Dolce, but she was unable to do so. And Mia Dolce posts her 4th win in 10 starts, so she's had a wonderful 2-year-old season. Specialism second by Safeguard out of Clare Castle, Paul Jordan, Chloe as a party, and third home is Fan Dazzle, the newcomer by Unusual Suspect from Fantastic Carrot, prepared by Raquel Williams and written by Sean McGrady. The next is the Tab Touch Better Your Bet handicap at 4 minutes after 1. There are no changes. Time to say very good afternoon to Brittany Taylor, who's on Jarmy's on her way back in company with Brodie Kirby. And that was a very sweet front-running ride by Brodie to land this filly in the first.
It really was, Darren. A lovely front-running ride here by Brodie Kirby. Brodie, you love this horse. 2 victories now from the last 2 starts. She's all hard, isn't she?
Yeah, nothing but hard. You know, she's only little. She was a cheap purchase, but just goes to show you don't have to spend so much on horses to be winning races. She's got a great record, and it's for a great bunch of guys. So, yeah, a bit of a soft spot for this one.
Did you feel like you were getting it pretty cosy up in front?
I did. The favourites on my outside half dwell, so I knew I'd get the early sections pretty cheap. And when it started putting pressure on me at 600, she still had a few gears.
53 kilos would have been very, very important for this filly because, as you mentioned, there's nothing of her. How does 53 go for you?
Yeah, 53 is a little bit above my minimum, but this horse has been going down in weight surprisingly, and, you know, it helps.
It definitely does. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Catching up with George Davies here, the trainer of Mia Dolce. And George, that was a good performance by your filly.
Oh, she's just full of guts. You know, there's something about some horses. I've spent my life with them. She's not very big, but she just raises to the occasion. You know, she just got that bit of guts about her.
And she's a remarkable 2-year-old filly to do what she's been able to do this season, and it looks like there's no stopping her.
Well, she's run 4 2-year-old races, not a lot win for. And Pikey won, he come from last, you know, so and he said she'll get 1,600. So she's very versatile.
I remember having a chat to you last start when she won on a Wednesday afternoon, and you told me, George, that you've travelled around the world. You've seen horses trained over in Europe, for example, and you said, why does she need to go to the paddock? After seeing her today, do you say, OK, girl, we'll go around again?
Well, my old South African trainer, Herman Brown, they had a horse, Marillion, ran 3rd in the Melbourne Cup. He said, George, that's bullshit, putting horses in the paddock. He said, you've got to build muscle. But what they do, they take them off their grain every now and again to give their liver a rest. And same in England, you can't put a horse out in England. I rode in England, I rode in 5 countries. In England, they never go out because winter's too cold. You can't put them out. They work right through it, but they back off them. My old South African trainer said that they gallop too much in Australia. He said, you can't race Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturday. That's the difference that I found riding in other countries. It's good to travel.
Do we see her again this prep?
Well, I'm not the owner, but I'd back off her, just go along nice and quietly and just try and be like the Poms, just try and pick a race here and there.
And it's a great story, purchase for 2,000, some terrific owners, and she's just delivering.
A horse doesn't know what it costs.
No. Hey, well done, George.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. George Davies, the winning trainer there, Mia Dolce, and she is nearly the story, or one of the stories anyway, of the racing season so far. Specialism, no, I lost no admirers. She was as brave as ever. And third home was the 9 there, and that was Fandazzle. And wasn't that a performance on debut for Sean McGruddy and Raquel Williams? That's the first done and dusted. Mia Dolce, too good for Specialism.